See how well I can do with this one.
So I'm gonna use a Razor ship. It's a tackler ship, fighter class. So it's a support class that debuffs the enemy for the sake of the damage class to take the kill.
Okay.
So we are quite complementary built here as a team. This is what a lot of people do in their free time when they go
Wow.
to PvP.
Destroyed.
Okay, I'm gonna debuff it. Good work.
Sweet.
So, also, thing with the game is, like I said in the beginning, we have complementary builds. So what people do is they find a friend to play with. So in general PvP, one would take a ship that debuffs the enemy ships in some way,
Okay.
and the other guy would usually have a ship that deals a ton of damage. So when they slow a ship or debuff the resistance points on that ship, that guy just goes in for the kill. In most cases you have no chance of surviving because it's 2-on-1 and you've been debuffed, but there are different ways to evade such scenarios. For instance, where are you? Ah, there you are. So let's go for this guy, for instance. Can you see the line?
Ooh, if I went flying into stuff.
See the line that I have?
Oh, the big beam?
Yeah, so I've basically lowered the resistances on this ship.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, when you see that line on a ship, somebody has debuffed that ship, and if you have a damage class, you can easily go for the kill. In most cases. The debuff is not huge, so sometimes when the enemy ship activates a mod that grants extra resistances, it can negate that effect to some extent, or it can cancel the effect if you use a specific mechanic that's tied with the crew settings. So there's a option in the crew settings, or I should probably stick with the mastery's name for reference.
Oh!
So there's an option for everything pretty much for you to counter.
Okay. Yeah, I almost died there. Didn't manage to get away.
Yeah, I almost went in for rescue. I should probably pay more attention of where you are so we can play more as a team.
Yeah, I get quite lost in everything and trying to see where everybody is and.
Excellent teamwork.
Is it hard
Let's
for
take
you?
skills up.
Impressed the leadership.
Is it hard for you to orientate yourself?
No, it's just I tend to lose track of where everybody is.
Ah, yeah, I
So I
forgot
end
to
up looking
mention.
around. All...
You should probably go to your options under the HUD and ship position marker, I believe it is. Yeah. So in the HUD options, you should have this ship position marker option. So set it along central element.
Oh yeah. Central element.
You can customize everything how you please, but try and just set that. Set that thing up.
Oh, yep. Let's see how that one goes. And,
So-
and I've also got the crew for the tier 6.
Nice. Remember to activate it because it's about damage. So for now, you
Yes.
can go for just alpha damage.
Alpha inhibitor, is it? Oh, they're all alpha inhibitors.
Or perhaps critical damage. I think critical damage because you're playing a gunship and you have a mod that increases your critical chance.
Okay. Yeah.
So 6B. Okay, so the change you just did in the HUD is basically all the icons are gonna form around the circle in the middle. I don't know how else to call it.
It's a bit easy, so it's all in the view instead of being around the edges of the screen.
Yeah, exactly. So you can easily orientate yourself based on the icon. So if the icon is bright red, it's in range. If it's less like darker red, then it's out of range. So there's no point going for that target, but you can go for the target that's in your range, and you can always keep track where I am.
Sweet. Okay.
Okay, let's try that out. See if it's helpful. It's quite interesting from my perspective because I watch your screen, and when I see some things that would even make life difficult for me, I can notice.
Oh yeah, that's easier. So it's like if I look all the way over here, yeah, it's there instead of being. Yeah, that's a lot easier.
It should be much easier now.
Nailed.
One thing I like to do is I shoot the slowing missile right into the beacon, so when everybody is going for the beacon, they have to enter this area.
Yeah.
So it has an instant debuff in speed
No, missile.
and general maneuverability. Also, can you see me? Watch this.
Yep. Oh, nice. Cloak.
Yep.
Ow. Bump the wall. I think that's to the wall.
And when I exit the cloak, I get a damage well, not debuff, actually a buff.
Oh, nice.
So on top of being invisible, when I exit the invisibility, I actually get a buff in damage.
Nice.
You are gonna regret spawn camping there.
Oh, it's just a spawn. Oh. Get in the jump. Get in the jump. And I missed it. No.
Go for the target. I'm debuffing him.
I'm spinning around fast enough.
Okay, let's
Oh,
get
you-
to these gates.
Are you healing me? Oh no, there's a dude over there healing me.
Yeah, the Garm guy is engineering frigate. He's a healer.
That's cool.
So there's a healer role as well. So a support role in the frigate area of the game.
That's pretty nice.
There are some really insane healers. Like, you could never die if you play right. Okay, go nuts with the targets.
Incoming missile. Uh oh.
Okay, that was fun. I think one
Dodging missiles left, right, and center.
I think the coolest ship you'll find in the lower ranks is probably the Hyena, but it's in the rank 9 area of Federation. You're gonna love
Yeah,
it.
it's at QX. It's a game called Star Conflict. It's sort of a bit of a mix between like Elite Dangerous and EVE Online, at least to what I perceive it to be. It's a free game and it's actually really good to play.
It's quite an awesome game.
It really is.
Shields down.
Looks cool. Is it on Steam? It is on Steam.
It's on Steam, but I prefer to play it on the launcher.
I keep forgetting you can use those little warp gates.
The way you can use the warp gates is the same as you can use the warp on the small ships that I showed you yesterday.
Yep.
So you can cancel the jump midway. Oh, you're already there. Let me try and help you out. Try using your surroundings. Oh,
Yeah, that.
you can always use cover against bots.
Enemy ship destroyed. Warning. Shields down.
Ah, died.
Link lost.
Yeah, you can't do much against a bot with lasers on a long-range frigate.
Yeah.
Insane DPS. So, where was I? Yeah, so
Captured.
I would suggest playing it on a launcher. You can download it from the main page. It's stable and everything. Steam tends to be a bit iffy at times. But lately I have not gotten any issues.
Does it require a beefy PC? I'm not 1000% sure on the specs, or could probably be best to tell you.
No, not really. I've played it on a really old laptop.
Warning. Incoming missile.
Excellent work, boys. Returning to base.
It's not like heavy on your GPU or CPU like other games. Not even close. Did I mention this game is like 7 years old?
It looks pretty good for a 7-year-old game.
Yeah, the graphics are quite okay.
Great fight.
This ship's level 6 already.
With a license, results are always better.
You already
It's-
leveled it?
Yeah, it's level 6.
Oh, cool.
It goes up to level 8. But yeah, well, apparently this is level 6. This is level 6. This is 7 years old. It's a really good looking game for a 7-year-old.
Yeah, it had quite a few graphical overhauls. Well, mostly redesign on ships and world changes and extra maps and oh man, I have so many maps I can show you. Like they are so cool. especially the Avatar map. That one is my favorite.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
And I even have a ship that resembles that airship in some way from Avatar.
Wow.
Can you access custom battle at this moment?
No. I need level 5.
Ah, clearance level, damn it.
Yeah. And I'm almost
Um,
clearance 4. I
so
believe, who's it in your chat yesterday? It said if I upgrade the module research, it uses like all your money, but it apparently gives you clearance points. How much? I'm not sure.
can you click on the clearance bar to see how many points you need for the next level?
125 to level 4.
125. That's about 5 or 6 modules.
How does the battle system work?
You would have to be more specific with the battle system.
It's Wolf in my chat asking how does the battle system work? So I mean, there's instances. So you get like the skirmish, your PvP arena. You said the PvE missions, right?
So, in a nutshell, you have PvP, PvE, and versus bots. So, versus players, versus environment, and versus bots. In a nutshell. So, these three can branch out into, for reference, there are things we call brawls. They change every week, like I explained a few days ago. There's Rocket League brawl, but with ships and football related. There's survival. There's battle royale. I keep forgetting the fourth one. I know there's a fourth one, but I can't remember which one it is. There's free roam, tournaments, league battles like high-end PvP. There's raids against huge bosses, missions you can choose from. Like currently there's 12 missions available, and they, I believe, rotate. Some missions were taken out for redesign in the last few patches, but they will be back later on. One of my favorite was the Pirate Fort raid, located in a sector called Fort Muerto, which is awesome, even in its name and design. So it's basically Fort Death. Conquest is something like PvP, but it requires you to be in a corporation or a clan in this game. Clans in this game are called corporations. They can go up to a 500 player maximum, so one can hold about 500 players. I'm currently in one that's probably among the number 1 of the game.
It's in second slot at the moment. That's just player based though, but because you're in Art of War,
Yeah.
I think. I saw the tag. Yeah.
So it's English based for now, but we try to diversify. We don't judge, basically. There are a lot of different people from from a lot of different places. So it has basically a bit of everything, and everything is at least 90% fun. 10% is when you fly with people that are inexperienced and they mess up your game. So that's the only portion when things get iffy.
Do you want to run a random mission just because I got the double XP for first win and
Yeah,
bonus reward?
sure. Let's go for random. Sometimes the queue is taking a bit too long. I usually reset after 30 seconds or a minute.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna
Are we going number
set
5? Or
Blackwood Shipyard. This is one of my almost favorite maps.
what level are we going with?
Let's 5. Let's go with 5. Everybody is kind of
Attention squad. We have to
lower
protect key
ranked.
facilities at all
You're
costs.
carrying, buddy.
Yeah, I'm used to carrying a lot of games.
Major enemy forces incoming. Contact. I've got visual on multiple enemy ships.
Enemy ship destroyed.
I never finished the thought that I had on different factions, so let me finish it. I never finish my sentences. That's my bane of
Ship destroyed.
existence. So basically, Empire is heavy on hull and weak on shields, but compensates with extra buffs on damage.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
So you
uh-oh.
have
Okay.
more damage output with Empire, but it doesn't mean the others don't have the same thing in some way or form. Federation is a faction that's all about speed and maneuverability,
Attention soldiers.
like really fast ships,
Offensive. Prepare for action.
and it's all about having the lowest ping possible with having the best execution of actives in these well, in higher ranks, but not these ranks. So basically, it's a high skill cap faction that relies on movement tank.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Instead of just tanking the damage, you try to avoid taking damage altogether. And they have buffs related to speed and stuff, so the faster you go, the more buffs you have in store. As
What's
for the Jericho, they are shield-based faction, which have also the lowest hull tank in the whole game. And they
Oh, look at
have
that.
some interesting buffs. They somewhat
Enemy ship
vary,
destroyed.
but they are related to weapons, like we call it kinetic
Destroyed.
EM and thermal controls. I can't remember like all of the things, the faction features, but in the most basic sense, if you want hull tanking, go for Empire. If you want shield tanking, go for Jericho. And if you want something in between those two, then the Federation is the best choice. Recently, there was a fourth faction added, which is called Elydium. They are a hybrid of everything that I mentioned right now, but they have this tumor-like design, which is completely different. Yeah, Fidel, hey there, welcome to the stream. He says speed and crit damage is a perk of the Federation.
Enemy ship destroyed.
Oh, better move my butt. Get nailed.
So all in all,
Enemy ship destroyed.
depending on your preferences, if you want shields, go for Jericho. If you want hull, go for Empire. If you want to go fast, go for Federation. And if you want to have a bit of everything in your own custom-made way,
Enemy ship destroyed.
Elydium would be the best option. But it's how should I say, expensive. Yeah, Empire has a lot of alpha damage.
Yeah.
Ship destroyed.
So the catch with Elysium is
Down.
you get one ship for every subclass of ships. So there's no like 100 ships in Elysium. For the time being, it's just 4 ships. 4 ships that can be customized so heavily that they cost like
Enemy ship
several
destroyed.
standard ships worth of farming.
Wow.
If you have my stream on, you can pretty much see, I can show you the node tree of each Elysium ship. For reference, of course, if you want to. So one node on that tree is like 1 ship's worth. And there's like 60 nodes or 50 nodes per ship.
That's crazy.
You can choose your passive bonuses, your slots, passive slots, even active slots, special modules. There's so much customization available for those ships, it's just insane.
Think you're gonna last long enough for reinforcements, buddy?
Well, this buddy can be really nasty when played in higher levels.
Oh
Usually we hide like crazy.
yeah. I've got a purple and a blue. Iridium, alien limb, iridium.
Also, if you decide you need more credits, for instance, you can opt for more credits instead of iridium.
Yeah.
That's also one thing you can do.
Impressive results. Your rating in Elysium Corporation registry is rising.
So, do you have access to anything yet? From the
Any of
battle
the ship?
screen?
From which, sorry?
From the battle screen, do you have any access unlocked?
Map.
Only map.
I unlock PvP next. And missions next.
Okay, and custom battle?
Custom battle is level 5, so it's one
Yeah, that's
one and a bit more
clearance.
levels. Yeah.
That's clearance. So, could you upgrade a few mods to, let's say, Mark II? Like the white ones you have in store?
Yep.
It shouldn't be too costly. How many credits do you have?
1.5 mil.
Okay, it should be okay, I guess. So how's the clearance looking now?
It's getting closer. For all the ones on this ship are level Mark 2, and I'm 15 away.
Okay, how about now?
I'm 15 away on all these. Do you want me to go up past Mark 2?
No. When you
No.
hover over the clearance level or your profile.
Oh, I am 5 away.
Okay, upgrade one more then.
By that. There we go. Level 4.
Wait a second. The bar is still full. Oh no, it's okay. Now it's better. Could you open that task with the profile head? on your right side and tell me what kind of a mission do you have?
On the regular tasks,
Yeah, that one.
the
the
thermal
first one.
damage, and then veteran completes 60 regular tasks.
Can you open just the first one? On out of the 3 that are on your right side, can you just
Yep.
click on the first one?
Launch into open space, destroy the target, and return to the station. Check
oh, nice.
the
Go
ship
for it. Go
systems.
for it.
Do that one.
Yeah, go for
No.
it.